Welcome to AG Church Purulia. Today's topic is number system. In your earlier classes, you have learned the number line and how to represent various types of number on it. You have an idea about that. Now, on the number line, if we just start from 0 and go on walking along this number line in the positive directions, so we can see all the positive numbers. And similarly, if we start to walk on negative directions, then we got all the numbers, that is negative numbers. Now combination of positive numbers and negative numbers together gives a number system. Now in these number systems, we got the whole numbers started from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on, that is known as a whole number. Natural numbers start from 1, 2, 3 and so on. Now combination of positive numbers and negative numbers together we call the rational number. That may be another definition of a rational number, that is collection of all the positive numbers and the negative numbers, these are rational numbers. Now in class 9 you will learn another definitions, that is in class 9 you will learn another definition of a rational number, that is any number we can express in the form of p by q, where q not equals to 0, we call it rational number. That means any number we can write in the form of p by q, where q not equals to 0, that is rational number. Now in this rational number, when we are writing the rational number, we wrote q not equals to 0. That you can clearly understand. If we divide any number by 0, we got the terms. That means if I divide 5 divided by 0, we got the terms not defined. So q must not equal to 0. So that means this is another definition of a rational number. We can express the rational number in the form of p by q. Now if we go further in the rational number, then we can find out that suppose root 2, take an example, suppose root 2, value of root 2 we know 1.41, like this way it is continuing. Root 2 is a non-terminating decimal expansion. That means here is a question comes from there, terminating and non-terminating decimal expansion. Now what is terminating decimal expansion? Suppose if you divide 25 divided by 5. So if we divide this number 25 by 5, we got the 5 as a quotient and remainder as a 0. So when we got remainder 0, when we divide a number by a divisor and the remainder gives 0, we call it terminating decimal expansion. So that number is a terminating number. Same way, when we got a remainder and the division is continuing, that is called non-terminating division expansion. Let's take an example for that. 10 divided by 3. If we divide 10 by 3, we got we got 3 is a 9, then 1 remainder, put a decimal because 1 cannot be divisible by 3, so for that we got another 0, then we got again 3, 3 is a 9, we got again remainder 1, again for decimal we got 1 0, then again it goes by 3, 3 is a 9, again we got the remainder 1 and it will continue like this way. That means if we divide 10, if we divide 10 by 3, that gives you 3.3333. It is continuing like this way. replaced by another symbol 3.3 bar. So we will not get a terminating point, means we will not get the remainder 0. So this is called non-terminating decimal expansion. So we can express the numbers also terminating decimal expansion and non-terminating decimal expansion. Now we can get these all the numbers like root 2 we can plot on the number line. We can plot pi, which is also a non-terminating decimal expansion. We can plot the value of pi is 3.14025 and it will continue like this. So that also we can plot on the number line. That means every rational number we can plot on the number line. Now, as we got a rational number, as I said you the root 2, I take an example of root 2 and root pi like that way. These also we can plot on the number line, but these all number gives a non-terminating decimal expansion. That means any number on the number line when we plot, we are getting the two part, terminating decimal expansion plus non-terminating decimal expansion. Now for terminating decimal expansion, non-terminating decimal expansion, together we can say that is also a rational number, real number. Now comes the questions for a real number. Now we can say the real number is a combination of a rational number and irrational number. Real number is a combination of a rational plus irrational number. As example, pi irrational number, root 2 irrational number, minus 2 rational number, minus 1 rational number, 5 rational number. You can take many examples like that. Now we learn the definition from here and here. That is, first we learn the definition of whole number, natural number, rational number, irrational number, and combination of these rational and irrational number we call it real number. Now if I ask the questions to you, that is 0 a real number? What about 0? Is it a real number? So if I write down 0, so we can write down 0 divided by 5. So it is in a form of p by q, where q not equals to 0. So what we can conclude from there? 0 is also a rational number. 0 is also a rational number because we can express 0 in the form of p by q. Now we can convert the number, like suppose 30 by 100. I can convert, this is in a fraction form. Now from the fraction form I can convert into a decimal form. If I convert in this decimal form 30 by 100, so we will get 0.3. This is terminating decimal expansion. 10 by 3. Non-terminating decimal expansion. This is terminating decimal expansion. This is non-terminating decimal expansion. So this is all about the real numbers, combination of rational number, irrational number, and then terminating decimal expansion and non-terminating decimal expansion. Now, if I ask you How we can express it in the form of P by Q? I am showing you that one. Suppose let x equals to 0.31. We consider this number, what is given number, that we consider as a x. Now what does this means? This means 0.3333, it is continuing. Now we multiply both the side, left hand side and right hand side, by 10. So we got 10x, that is equals to 3.3333, it is continuing. We can write down this one in this form, 3.3 bar. That means 3 plus 0.3 bar. Now 10x minus x, that is equals to 3 plus 0.3 bar minus 0.3 bar, because x we consider as 0.3 bar. This and this cancel. So 9x, that is equals to gives you 3. Then x equals to gives you 3 by 9. That means 1 by 3. So 0.3 bar we can express in the form of P by Q, that is 1 by 3. Is it clear to you? So I can give you the exactly same way you can solve the sums. 0.6 bar. You can solve the sums 0.7 bar. You can solve the sum 0.9 bar. You can solve the sum 0.5 bar. One I have shown you exactly same way. These all 4 sums you can solve. Now take another example. This is after decimal we are having a 1 digit. If we are having after that decimal 2 digit. As an example, suppose 0.75 bar. We have to express also this one also in the form of P by Q. I can write down the question over here. Express in the form of P by Q. Same method. Again we consider x is equals to 0.75 bar. After the decimal, in 2 digits is there. So instead of 10, we are multiplying with the 100. So we are getting 100 into 0.75 bar. That means 100 0.757575 continue. So 100x, that is equals to 75 plus 75.757575. That means we can write down 75 plus 0.75. Now 100x minus x, that gives you 75 plus 0.75 bar minus 0.75 bar. Cancelling each other this one, we got 99x, that is equals to 75. Therefore x is equals to, we are getting 75 by 99. Here one thing, we cannot keep the rational number, we have to write in a simplest form. Any common terms will be there, common multipliers will be there, we have to cancel with each other and we have to write in a simplest form. 75 is a multiple of 3, 99 is also multiple of 3. So if we simplify, we got 25 by 33. Here is your answer. So we can express 0.75 bar and in the form of P by Q, and that is 25 by 33. Okay. Similar way, this is another example I showed you. Similar way, way you can solve these sums. 0.86 bar, 0.52 bar, 0.93 bar and 0.25 bar. Next, you can in the junior classes you learn the method to convert into decimal means fraction to decimal form, that already you have learned. So in class 9 again we are not discussing about that. Means any number, is it in the fraction form, you are able to convert into the decimal form. Either you can get a terminating decimal form or you can get a non-terminating decimal form. Now root 2, let's discuss with the irrational number, some of the irrational number. I give an example. As we know that real number is a combination of a rational number and irrational number. So real number is a combination of rational number and irrational number. Now we have discussed about the rational number. Now let's start with the irrational number. I give an example of that root 2, pi, these all are the irrational number. Root 3, these all are the irrational number. Root 2, pi, root 3, these all are irrational number. Even these all irrational number also we are able to plot on the number line. There is a separate method to plotting root 2 on the number line, root 3 on the number line, root 5 on the number line. That one we will discuss in the next class. Now these all irrational number, how we know these all are the irrational number? Now root 1.4 what we are getting, when we are getting a this is a non-terminating decimal expansion and non-repeating decimal expansion. What is important over there? Non-repeating. So non-terminating and non-repeating decimal expansion, if we got, that is irrational number. As we know that 10 by 3, that is 3.3 bar. That is a repeating decimal expansion. So 10 by 3 is a rational number. But root 2 1.41, after that we are getting a, if we want to work out, we will get a, as much we can work, as much we want to divide, we can divide. So it will be a never ending process. But no digit will be repeated over here. We will not get any repetitions over there. So this is a irrational number. We can say these all are example of irrational numbers. Okay, that's all for today.